Just by answering these 3 simple questions, you will get the chance to prove the power of LinkedIn to yourself, especially if you are a small business owner. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shanee Moret. I have about 1 million followers on LinkedIn and over 400,000 LinkedIn newsletter subscribers. And I started posting on LinkedIn in December 2018.
My name is Shanka Poncelet, and I am an expert in leveraging LinkedIn, specifically in the healthcare space. We are going to give you a few tips.
Okay, so by answering these 3 simple questions, let's prove the power of LinkedIn to yourself. The first question, if your success absolutely depended on standing out, where would you choose to market yourself? A, in a place with a ton of other competitors promoting themselves, or B, in a place where only 1% promote themselves? Question 2, if you had an absolutely critical message to share with the world, who would you share it with? A, to a general crowd with varied interests, or B, directly to decision makers that could actually do something about the information that you're sharing, right? Question 3, if you sold high ticket services, who would you rather sell to? A, an audience with average income, or B, an audience with 2 times the buying power? If you answered B to all of these questions, you just proved the power of LinkedIn to yourself, and we're going to go into why. Number 1, only 1% of users share original content every week on LinkedIn, meaning that only 1% of people are active creators on LinkedIn, while 99% of people are consuming that 1% of content, meaning that in most niches, there isn't even an influencer yet. If you are in coaching and you go to Instagram, there's probably 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 other coaches that have a platform that do whatever it is that you do that are bigger than you. But on LinkedIn, you could probably still have a blue ocean and dominate your niche. The second thing, 80% of LinkedIn members influence decisions. 4 to 5 people on LinkedIn are decision makers. You don't have to go through any middlemen to close deals, meaning you could close deals a lot faster. The third thing, LinkedIn users have double the purchasing power compared to those on other social media platforms, meaning that on average, a user that's active on LinkedIn is going to be able to afford your high ticket services more than someone on another social media forum. And just through these simple questions, I hope that you see the power of LinkedIn.
Just yesterday, one of my contacts who is trying to reach CEOs, founders, CFOs, I said, well, can I reach CEOs and CFOs on this platform? And I mean, I just couldn't believe it because yes, as we just said, this is a platform where only 1% of the people on the platform create content, which might give you the illusion that others are not on there. That is not true. They just stay in the background and observe, which gives you the chance to stand out by not doing that, by raising your hand and saying, hey, I'm an expert. I have something to say. I can help you. And that is really the ideal situation that you want. And that is why LinkedIn is so powerful. It is still an untapped platform that you need to get behind.
But that's only if you want to actually achieve your goals. Because when you think about how do we achieve our goals, everything that you want is on the other side of you reaching more of the right people, of you getting the attention of more of the right people. You could have a number in mind that you want to do for your business this year or next year. The only thing that's going to make that possible is more of the right people knowing that you exist, trusting you, and you getting in front of them at the right time when they need your product or your service. We sometimes look at things like, to achieve goals, we need tactics, we need this, we need that, we need the perfect routine. We actually just need people. The real question to ask yourself is, if you were given a tool that would allow you to reach more of the right people, why would you not take that seriously? And why would you not use that? And if you make a conscious choice not to use it to your advantage, do you really want to achieve your goals the way that you are trying to convince yourself that you do? Because at the end of the day, LinkedIn is a tool, and I'd rather get onto a platform where there's less competition and I get to take the microphone on a stage where the audience are higher quality people. That just exponentially increases my chance of amazing things happening in my business and in my life. And I'm not trying to convince you still don't get it. I'm here to serve the ones that do.
Shanee, if you will, I want our audience to look at LinkedIn like the VIP area at a trade conference. We all have attended conferences, right? And you know that most of the people are going and looking at the booth and looking and getting the information. And you know that what's going to happen is that basically at every station, someone's going to try to sell you something. But if you got the good ticket, you got access to the VIP area where the decision makers are. So what's the difference between the general session and the VIP area? Well, first of all, the decision makers are there. Second of all, you need to know what the etiquette is. And that's why a lot of you don't go into the VIP area. First of all, you didn't want to pay the extra money for that, right? But also, you don't know how to behave in there. You're getting a little bit nervous because you cannot just talk that small talk that you would do in the general session. You have to go to these decision makers and know how to speak in an effective way about what it is that you are offering. And that on LinkedIn is the equivalent of paying the fee to the VIP area. But that is what LinkedIn is. And we want you to get comfortable knowing the etiquette, gaining the confidence to go into that exclusive space and speak to the decision makers so that you can grow your business. Very powerful. To stay with my analogy, you now got all the courage to go into the VIP space and you're talking to someone, they're interested in you, and you have one chance to hand them a business card or a brochure, right? And you know that traditionally you put so much energy and effort, if you are smart, into creating a good asset because you know that you have about one chance of 30 seconds of someone looking at that brochure and deciding this goes into the bin or I'm going to keep that to reach out to that person after the conference. Now, your LinkedIn profile is the equivalent of that in our digital conference. So it just makes sense that you really need to understand what is a good profile, how do I optimize it beyond the technical aspects, and then also what goes on that profile. What are the tools that 1% of people are creating content, but less than that 1% even know about the LinkedIn newsletters, know about the power of the live events.
Thank you for watching this video. Share it with a friend who you may believe wants to grow on LinkedIn or grow their business. Maybe they could start using LinkedIn as a tool. We appreciate it. We're posting videos on YouTube every single day, and we're doing it just for you. God bless you and have a great, great week.